Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Hi, Sashni.
Can you tell us about the Industrial Development Corporation deliberating the introduction of a fund to underpin exploration in South Africa?
Exploration in South Africa is so important. Without exploration, the mining industry will fade out. We know how well the mining industry is doing at the moment. It's actually saving the tax situation in South Africa. So Industrial Development Corporation, being a state corporation, has taken an intense lead now to try and make sure that exploration continues. So they've been in touch, with the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy. They've been in touch with the Department of Trade and Industry, and they are working towards getting consensus on a fund that they can introduce that will lower the risk of exploration for those doing the exploring. We know that in Canada there is the flow-through tax scheme, which gives people tax relief when they actually invest in exploration, and that is linked to the stock exchange. So a stock exchange type link is required with a flow-through scheme. At this stage, the link with a stock exchange is not being discussed. It's at an early stage, but they're talking about the Industrial Development Corporation putting in seed funding and then probably some crowdfunding taking place. But it's still very much in the air. But the big thing is that people are focusing in now on exploration, which is so important. We've got to get it done, and hopefully they will arrive at some sort of conclusion. I think it needs more participants. So hopefully, the bigger picture will come through. Maybe holders of huge funds, the PIC and the CISA, could come to the rescue. We'll see. But South Africa's got to do something, because exploration takes a long time. And if it takes 10, 20 years to find these minerals, by that stage, our mining industry would have depleted significantly. Although our mining companies are big now, they do need this exploration to take place. So hopefully they'll get ahead with it.
And Richards Bay Minerals will now enforce the external auditing of community trust funds.
This was very interesting. They put an emphasis on governance of the trust funds. We know there have been two terrible murders there, one in 2016 and then one in May this year. Police are investigating that intensely, and hopefully the perpetrators will be brought to book. I think the intensity of it is such that this is likely at the moment for not only the murder that took place in May, but also the one that took place in 2016. Hopefully they can get to the bottom of all that. But in the meantime, they want to modernize the whole relationship that they have with their host communities, their 4 host communities. And money is at the root of all evil. And with these funds going into the communities, they need to really enforce auditing, which they did say was a requirement, but they never really enforced it. So the qualifications that were coming through from auditors were regular. Now they have got consensus with the tribal leaders, with the host community structures, that there will be transparent auditing, that people will know exactly where the money is going, who has got the money, and what is being done with it for the benefit of the community. The suggestion is, of course, that this may have also been a contributing factor to some of these terrible incidents that have taken place there. So they want to clear up the whole financial side, make it optimally transparent, putting details in media so that everybody can see, and at the same time having external independent auditors come through and say those financial statements have to be approved. We have to do that in public. Everyone must know where this money is going. And they've given 130 million to the community now, and it'll fall subject to all those strict rules again. And hopefully we'll see it done well, and we'll be able to know what is happening to this money, which has not been the case in the future. And I think it's a warning for all people with social and labour plans, all people who give money to the community. Exactly who is the community, first of all, and what is happening with this money? Is some of it not being used the way it should? And this will highlight it at Richards Bay Minerals, which hopefully will get back to normal and also go ahead with its big Zalti South expansion project.
Lastly, can you unpack for us Sibanye-Stillwater's record financial performance for the 6 months ended June 30?
Whoa, Sibanye-Stillwater, I mean, in the half year to June, they really shot the lights out. I mean, the free cash flow alone was over 17 billion rand, and the money paid into the tax authorities is over 10 billion rand, and that's for the half year. So, these mining companies are really coming to the rescue of the tax situation in South Africa at a time when it's so important that this happens. And it's, you can see that they're such an innovative company. They are now addressing the whole issue of uranium again, because they've suddenly declared uranium a green metal, and they have got gold assets, and within that gold asset in Beatrix in the Free State is also uranium. They want to now start bringing that to the fore, and also they've got at the Cook area tailings dumps that bear uranium. So this is a whole new initiative of theirs. There's always something new coming out of Sibanye-Stillwater, but we saw that the production in the half year was so good. So you had good production from South Africa in particular. In the US, the production was flat, but in South Africa, the production was well up at a time when these platinum group metals are really at a high level. So the intake was colossal for Sibanye-Stillwater, and the whole of their community structures benefiting, the whole of South Africa is going to benefit because of these huge taxes that they will be paying. And also we see that same pattern every time the mines report at the half year now. They're putting massive taxes into the coffers of South Africa. So that's going to be great for our fiscus at a time when we really need this tax funding.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
It's a great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.